So we're going to hear from David Binder, who is the artistic director of BAM.
Hi everyone, my name is David Binder and I am the artistic director of BAM, the Brooklyn Academy of Music. We are honored to be a part of Ukraine on My Mind. We recognize the need for support and stand alongside our colleagues in the theater community both here and abroad. Special thanks to Frank at CUNY for including us. We also want to thank our colleagues Bonnie Stein at GOH Productions and Simon Dove and Xenia Stotnik at ArtsLink for helping us piece this together. We are so excited to present Anton Ovchinnikov, dancer, choreographer, and poet. He joins us from Kyiv to share poetry and a dance created especially for this moment. A little bit more about Anton. He's the founder and AD of Zelyanka Space Up Contemporary Dance Festival. He's the president of the Association of UA Contemporary Dance Platform. He's the founder and AD of Black Orange Dance Production. And he's a recipient of the 2017 ArtsLink International Fellowship. We are grateful for the opportunity to connect through art, especially during these troubled times. So now it is my pleasure to introduce to you all Anton Ovchinnikov.
Thank you, David. Yeah, so
Welcome, Anton.
hello.
So tell us, where are you right now?
Right now I'm 50 kilometers from Kyiv in a small village in my mother's house.
Incredible. So what do you see when you go outside their house?
It's fields and a small lake close to our house, and cows and dogs and birds, and now it's a blue sky, fortunately.
Incredible. One can only imagine how it must feel like if a reality changes so dramatically. Tell us, what did it mean for you?
That's a really hard time. I left Kyiv second day after the war started, and because there were shelling in Kyiv since the first day. So my daughter left to Western Ukraine, and I left here to my mother's house to help my mother to organize her living also here. And yeah, and since that moment I'm here, I travel to Kyiv once a week to buy some food, because the village is very small and just one shop here, something like that.
And how about, can you even think about artistic work? At the moment?
Yeah, I'm actually the movement-based artist. What I do mostly is dance performances and also organized dance performances. I also organize the dance festival. But since the war started, I felt like paralyzed, you know, this strange feeling that I can't move. And since the first day of the war, I started writing poetry. I made it a few times in my life before the war, but not so often. And since the first day of the war, I started writing, and then I decided that it's going to be kind of my artistic practice. So I decided to post one poetry each day on my Facebook page. And since that, since the first day, I have been doing that. So now I have about 52 poetries. Some of them translated already to English, and I want to read two of them now, because they are, I think, the best way to explain what I really feel about the situation.
Please do share.
The first one was written on the March 1st. When it's all over, you will still dance, won't you? What will your dance be like? How contemporary will it be? Have you started mounting it? Are you stretching your joints, warming your ligaments and tendons? Do you look out the window and imagine original choreography while observing how people flee from explosions? Will you try to remember? Or will you ask the dancers to improvise? Are you learning to structure the space, determining safer places to hide during shelling? Where will you direct your focus, inside or outwards, like the gaze of a Russian tanks gunner? And the movement, what will the movement be like? Try to think of it right at this moment. For instance, imagine that you are Firebird after the burst of the Molotov cocktail, or the swan in the Swan Lake on the Black Sea near Odessa, or the rite of spring. Remember, today is the first day of spring. How high will your kicks reach? And your floor technique, will you practice it to perfection? So you are as agile as David Zembran and travel the asphalt between craters from the explosions with lightning speed? Will you flow like water that takes on the form of whatever vessel? Or be inflexible? Perhaps you'll invent the Ukrainian cramp, or maybe innovating capoeira. Perhaps you'll try performance art and simply stand in the street naked, feeling the hail of the shrapnel on your skin, or simply lie down and continue to lie silently in a field covered with snow like a sheet and without a single dark spot, a maximally whiteness. Not a single spectator will be allowed to the show, but all will be able to see the recording. An endless white field on which no one will be able to discern you, dressed in white ballet tights, not even through the scope of a Turkish drone. And at this very moment, you will start to applaud yourself. It will be a moment of the greatest joy. You will have no more fear of anything, ever. Yes, this is the one, and the second one is it was written a week ago. It's New Russian Ballet. Today I made the plan for summer. Right after the war, I'll open the School of the New Russian Classical Ballet, a special vanguard class for only men, and as it is the custom, hold an open public showing at the end. I've had sufficient time to plan it all and make decisions. I will find an ample space with windows opened wider by explosions, remove the tripwires and place the freestanding bars in the center. On the walls, I'll draw the white letter Z, freehand. I'll soak the shirts in whitener and stain them with tomato paste. It will be slightly unsightly, but conceptual and even wonderfully brutal. The dancers will like the school, preserving the Russian spirit. I haven't been preparing in vain. And then I'll drape the windows with those starched white shirts stained red, as though crucified. And in the very first day of the class, strange as it might seem, I will announce a 100% new program, having invested it with the full force of the Russian spirit. Not the spirit that is all drunkenness and misery and ruin, but that which is the hopelessness and grandeur of the Russian world and the eternal legacy of empire. So, the first position. This is the start of all ballets. You put on camouflage in tones of green, heels together, toes apart. To hell with doubts, throw away all thoughts. Arms at your sides, stomach pulled in. Perfect. You are ready and on your way, ready for further training. Just have a little patience. Second position. You must be strong and nimble. Penetrate into the homes and shops with ease. Collect the sneakers, jeans, and underclothes from the shelves and from the cases. Apples, sausages, and vodka. The mere dexterity is not sufficient here. You need the preparation of mind and conscience for a quick evaluation of the scene. And that is why we practice meditation in the second position. Sit in the pose of the eagle over an abyss, and open your arms wide, like giant wings or blades of a flying machine. Sit and think about the sense of your existence and the real worth of your entire life, about which is your land and which the land of others. Third position. In this position, you'll require only your hands. We will learn to perform simple tricks. You need your fingers to quickly tie the shoelace, to pull the trigger deftly and precisely. Breathe out slowly, train your eye, to pay no mind to gender, size, or age, so that it matters not if woman, man, or children. There's a rule in the new Russian ballet. You are the crown of existence, and the most important thing on our planet. Kill, rape, destroy, and don't forget to call your parents. This is your day, and you are the guest of honor at this banquet. Fourth position. In this position, you need your family's help. There is nothing that you will be able to do without them. They simply have to stay still at home and be silent, and send your parcels with rays of love and candies, maintaining all the time a clear and balanced position. Sprawl relaxed, smoking, and discussing the opposition. You too must try to feel relaxed inside. This skill will be useful in the fifth position. Fifth position. Simply drop to the ground with a relaxed body and lie there on the floor, clumsy and awkward. Twist your arms and legs as though you were broken. You may separate the wrist from the body and lay it aside. Do not avoid the feeling of strange and lifeless beauty. Let black birds into the room, best if they are ravens, and feel dead. Forget about your body. Use your imagination. Stuff your mouth with black dirt and imagine yourself in the open steppe area or in a city, or better still, another country very far from home. Try to experience and remember this instant to the full. Focus. There is a special importance to the sensation. Sixth position. There is nothing left around you. It is the end of class. And at the moment when the applause should surround you, you hear only moans, cries, voices that curse you. You have diligently learned how to produce them. Just remember all the saints, Tolstoy and Dostoevsky, Mussorgsky or Tchaikovsky to yourself. You might remember the Soviet hymn or how to cry victory at demonstrations. You did not know that it will be that easy to earn fame. The new Russian ballet is now known in all the world, and your worship rolls on the sea so softly, and honestly, watching it is so sweet. That's it.
Wow, Willie, thank you.
And I have the video performance, which was made this week during actually the 3 days, right here in this village on the lake. You will see it on the lake. And yeah, that's what I wanted to present.
How long do we have a little bit of time to talk? How long is the video, the dance video?
It's 14 minutes.
14 minutes, so maybe we should go right into it. But true, it is incredible to think that you say, as a dance on choreographer, you say, I cannot move anymore. And what does it mean now to jump high in that the 100% new program of the famous Russian ballet? You know, there's that idea of the theater of war, and that now everything has changed, and that, you know, you question, in a way, one hears also artistic heroes of yours and how to deal with them, you know, in a time of war. It is so sad and devastating that you have to think about this. But let's go and watch your video, see what you did. You just recorded it the other day, last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead. Team, please do.
Please.
Well, thank you so much. This is just incredible that, to think that you just recorded that last week with war, not too far away on your mind, and knowing that as a subtext, it is most impressive. Yeah, everybody, this was Anton Ovchinnikov for the Brooklyn Academy of Music. Anton, thank you so much. Normally we would go over, but we have now the next segment coming up. Congratulations again, and wonderful that you also turn to poetry, that you continue to work, and to see you dancing there out in the fields.